I feel like diet culture sets you up to never be good enough.
Did you burn 500 calories on the treadmill today? No? Me either.
I mean, anybody can sit with us. We're just really not about diet culture.
But literally, happiness doesn't come from a low-calorie, high-intensity life. I actually do like carrots.
I do too. They're my favorite.
Welcome to the Fit Fueled Free podcast.
So basically, diets suck. Hey guys, welcome to episode 72. I'm Jenna.
I'm Danielle.
And we are here recording our last and final episode of this podcast with a lot of conversation and reflection and just weighing a lot of different things, pros and cons. Danielle and I have made the decision together that in order to just honor our work here and the podcast and keep the integrity of it and just make sure that we always, serve one another in this and serve you guys and just, give everything that we have to this, that it makes the most sense for us to leave on the high note that we're at and just honor the podcast for where it is right now and leave it at that.
I feel as nervous for this episode as I did for our first one.
I know. Yeah, me too. It's weird.
It is weird. So I wrote a bunch of stuff out that was on my mind today as I was just reflecting on this journey. Did you have anything in particular you wanted to say?
I can go after you. I feel like I'm getting emotional.
I know. I am too. I've had butterflies in my stomach all day.
Yeah.
This podcast helped me find my voice when I worked for a company I didn't believe in and wanted to know how to help others, even though I exist with white and thin privilege. There were so many episodes that I was shaking and absolutely terrified for recording certain things that came out of my mouth for fear that I was going to say the wrong thing, that I was going to cause more harm, or just because I was worried that I was going to sound like a complete dipshit. And it's still very much a work in progress to navigate and gain that confidence, but I really do feel like my growth in that as a person, just knowing that this will be the 72nd episode of just raw and real content, some prepared, some completely just on the fly that exists out in the world. And I'm grateful for that. Having this project gave me something fulfilling and worthwhile to do when I was in a really dark place the year that we started this. And I'm eternally grateful for every single person who shared that they've enjoyed this podcast and helped them in any way, because that's the entire reason that Jenna and I set out to do this, is because we have a shared passion for helping in a way that's not common in our professions. And we wanted to be able to have those conversations, and we're grateful that there were people who wanted to listen and to chime in. I'm honored to have gotten the chance to work with someone as amazing as Jenna, who is making a change in the fitness industry and who is a rock star of a human being. For anyone that ever follows us on Instagram and sees when we post for each other's birthdays, we have a genuine connection and friendship that is unrivaled, and part of this project has been just sharing something together, and it has been really beautiful. I feel grateful to have hosted some really incredible interviews with our guests who've wanted to share their hearts and growth with us. And just for anyone who listens to our podcast who's struggling, I just hope that you reach out for help and know that you're not alone. It's really hard to say goodbye to something that has been so beautiful. But it has come to its end, and I'm just really grateful for this. I can't imagine my life without Fit Fueled Free, having been a part of it, and I feel really proud of us for accomplishing 72 episodes. I don't even know how many pages our Google Doc is, but it's taking up a massive space in the internet. And just like also for anyone who's wondering, like, this has nothing to do with mine and Jenna's friendship, and we will still, I'm sure, collaborate on things, and we're still best friends. This is just a professional business perspective thing that we have come to a point where we need to wrap it up while it is still something so beautiful. So I'm gonna stop rambling now.
Yeah. You said that beautifully. I'm not like a public crier, so this is really weird. But I cry when things mean a lot to me, so I guess that's where these tears are coming from. I really just have to piggyback off of what Danielle just shared. I think like for me, this podcast like gave me the confidence to, I think, just like be and embrace myself, and step away from like and really challenge beliefs that I held in terms of like fitness and diet, like the way that diet culture runs fitness and like how you're supposed to approach it. And I mean, Danielle and I have been very transparent and like very vulnerable and honest throughout this whole entire thing. And so it's been really cool to like have a space where we can even like continue uncovering things about ourselves, and like challenge and support one another, and like take you guys along as listeners like through that journey, to just show that like we're still human and like we struggle with things too, but like kind of make it seem maybe more manageable, for those of you who are listening. And it's just been a really cool experience that I don't even think like I knew that I needed, just to like have a place to like share my voice, and like grow into that. Because if you like listened to like earlier episodes, I was like so scared to do a podcast because I've like just been, I don't want to say hated because that's a strong word, but I've been like insecure at my voice for years. And so I was like, how am I going to record like episodes where people are going to have to hear my voice? I'm going to have to hear my voice. But it's just helped me in like so many other ways that I didn't even know that I like needed help and support in. And so just like take that as like an encouragement to like do things that scare you. Don't walk away from an experience simply out of fear or feeling like you're not good enough or feeling like you can't do something. Like that's kind of what we say a lot all the time. Like you can do things, like you are enough exactly how you are. We always encourage each other to show up exactly how we are. And so we encourage you to continue doing that every day, in your life from here on out. And it's just been such a privilege, to be in this space and to have you guys, just place like your confidence and trust in us and support us and listen to us and be there for us as well. Even if you have been like a silent listener, like we still know that you're here and we appreciate your support. And so just because like we're not going to be recording anymore, like doesn't mean we're like not stopping doing the work. And so we just want to encourage you to continue to do the work. You're obviously here for a reason. You listen to us for a reason. You want to help fight diet culture. So just like continue fighting all the lies that you've been told and that you believe, and just know that we're right there with you doing it, even if you don't get to listen to us do it and talk about it every week anymore. We're still doing the work, and we're still rooting for you and cheering you on, even if we're not interacting with you anymore.
And I think on that note too, just talking about where we're both headed, because this work is still very active. So I have some things in the works that I am not going to announce yet because nothing is solidified, but just know that I'm not going to stop running my mouth all the time about diet culture. So stay tuned for that. And I'll let Jenna talk a little bit about like where she's at with things.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been here for any amount of time, or follow me on Instagram, you know, or you should know, probably know what I'm doing. I obviously am a personal trainer, but I launched my fitness app back in January. And it's a very unpopular, somewhat unconventional approach to fitness. But that's kind of the point. That's what we do. And so I'm just going to continue building and growing my app and as my business and that community there with the workouts and just helping you to shift the way that you think about exercising your body and use exercise as a way to honor your body and celebrate all that it can do rather than use it as a way to compensate for what you ate or use it to punish yourself for XYZ behaviors. And just kind of like be there alongside of you to support you in that endeavor and just hopefully encourage you to find intuition with your body and what it needs. Obviously, I'm not a psychologist, so I can't provide help in like that sense because that's completely out of my scope, but I do like to share personal experience and give what has helped me for years in terms of like breaking and trying to challenge some thoughts that I had around like myself and my body. And again, I know I'm not a therapist, but just kind of some tangible things, whether it's like, you know, mental activities or phrases. I give out, you know, daily affirmations every day on the app, just as something that you can kind of cling to and use if you so choose. You can always find those like positive affirmations over there. So if you're looking for a little bit of an unpopular approach to fitness, but want it to be something that is a part of your life that's not controlling or consuming, or something that you see as a chore or have to do or should do or use as punishment, then come on and find me at my Instagram handle is JenUpFit, which again you probably already know, but that's where everything is, along with my website, which is JenUpFit.com.
And my Instagram handle is Dietitian Dani Cast, and we'll have things linked on our Instagram page for where to find us moving forward. And I also want to say thank you to two people who have really been instrumental in this podcast journey. One is Jenna's husband, Landon, and then my brother, Nick. You both have done a lot for us, and Nick has been editing our episodes for probably about the past year now, and super involved in this process. And we could have done this without him, but not nearly at the quality that it is. And Landon has helped us design so many things as well. And again, like we could have done it, but it just was a better project because we have the support of these people.
Yeah.
So... okay. Well, we love you guys, everyone who listens, and it's not goodbye. It's just the end of a really beautiful era, and we're still going to be out here fighting the good fight.
Yeah, we love you guys, and thank you so much for your support this entire journey. It means the world to us, and we appreciate it more than you guys know. So thank you.